Want to get started with iOS 16? You've come to the right place. Apple's changes to familiar features will make things feel a bit different than on iOS 15, but don't let these changes overwhelm you. We've been trying them all out, and we can give you step-by-step instructions on how things in the latest software update work. And one of those features in particular we think you'll want to learn about or be most excited to try are the new messaging tools, which, yes, include editable text messages. Here's everything you can do in Messages in iOS 16. First up, you no longer have to suffer from embarrassing typos in your texts because you can learn how to edit a text message in iOS 16. In Messages, tap and hold on the text message you wish to edit. Remember, you have to do this within 15 minutes of sending the text, so there is a limit. You can't decide to make a change like 2 hours later. To edit a message, on the pop-up menu, select Edit. Make whatever corrections you need to and tap the blue check mark on the right of the message when you're done. If you decide not to edit the message, tap the gray X on the left to exit. Your new and improved message will now appear in the thread with a notation that it's been edited, so the receiver will know you made a change, but they don't need to know what change. The ability to edit a text message in iOS 16 Messages is probably the most significant change to Apple's messaging app, though it's not the only new feature. You can also take back texts you've sent by mistake. Unsending text is an interesting addition to iOS 16, but there are some limits you should be aware of. It's not a surefire way to rescind a message. With that in mind, here's how to unsend a message in iOS 16 Messages. In Messages, tap and hold on the text message you want to unsend. On the pop-up menu, select Undo Send. The message you selected will disappear in a neat little animation, leaving behind only a notation or flag that you've edited the message thread. As with correcting text message typos, you have a 15-minute window after sending a text where you can unsend it. Also, anyone with earlier versions of iOS will still see the recalled message, so if they haven't updated their phone, this feature will not work. And so you know, iOS 16 runs on the iPhone 8 or later, though some features have higher hardware requirements. The live text and visual lookup features, for example, need at least an iPhone XR to work. Finally, the last new change in Messages in iOS 16 is pretty minor compared to editing and recalling text, but I think it's super useful. How many times have you forgotten to respond to a text message because you opened it, then got distracted? In iOS 16, you can mark a text message as unread. In the Messages app, swipe right on your conversation and tap the blue message icon. You've now marked that message as unread, so you know to go back to it later. Changes to Messages are just some of the new features in iOS 16 in this year of upgrades. Keep it locked here to Tom's Guide to stay updated on everything iOS 16, and be sure to hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at Tom's Guide for more iOS 16 news. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.